and welcome to Mountain Patriot Homestead. As you can see, this year we planted a lot of cayenne pepper. Now these plants really outdid themselves and made some beautiful peppers, and far more than what we had a culinary need for. So let me show you what else we did with them. We started out with buckets and tubs of these beautiful cayenne peppers. Some I picked green, some I picked red, and some were in between. But because we don't need a whole lot of these fresh, I stuck them in the dehydrator and got them dried up. And while these will be delicious on a lot of our different dishes, I had a different idea. So I went on ahead and vacuum packed them up so I could use them in making a cayenne pepper salve. And here I just have a little 2-quart pot. This is just a little crock pot. It's perfect for doing some of my heating for my salves. And that's what we're going to be making this in. Now this salve is so simple. I am going to be using a coconut oil, but you could use grapeseed, you could use an olive oil, whatever your favorite type of carrier oil is, but I love coconut oil. It has a low melt point and it smells so good. So I started out with 2 cups of the coconut oil in my crock pot, and I'm just going to crunch up my cayenne peppers just a little bit more until I get them a little bit finer to put into my pot. And the amount that I'm going to put in there is 3 tablespoons of cayenne pepper. Now I've kind of done a heaping tablespoon, just, adjust it however you want, and just add that right in there with that coconut oil so you can get it just heating up, because you're going to start it out on low to just, it is basically steeping at just as if you were making a tea. So I started out 30 minutes on low just so it all starts melting. And while that is going, I am getting out my beeswax. These are just pellets. And I'm measuring out. I used 12 tablespoons. And these are the containers that melted salve will be going into to harden up. So let's check back on our salve and just see how the oil and cayenne are melting together. Oh yeah, that is starting to look good, and it does not smell like pepper at all. You might be a little concerned about, oh gosh, is this going to make my house smell like pepper and am I going to start sneezing? No, this smelled purely like coconut. And what I did is I let it steep at 30 minutes, and then I'll let it go for 30 minutes on high, and then I just let it set overnight. And once it is strained out, it is such a beautiful orange color. Just look, this looks like fall, doesn't it? I mean, it's such a beautiful pumpkin color. It's so pretty. And I've got that back in. I'm pointing out there is a little piece of pepper is left. That's okay. Just gives it character. Now to the cooled oil and pepper, I am adding the beeswax and turning it back to low because I just want it to melt. And once it is melted, it is ready to go into the containers. Now these containers I have set inside a casserole dish, because if you've watched any of my videos in the kitchen, you know I am notorious for making a mess no matter how careful I am. And just to show you that it was a wise idea, yeah, there was my mess. 14 containers of this Cayenne Salve, and it was not a difficult process at all. And I could have just as easily put it into one of these containers. Let me show you how these, I mean, they just have a little screw-on lid, and you can use these to put salve in, but let me tell you why I use these. Because when you get ready to use this on achy joints, sore spots, you can just screw it up just like that, just like it was deodorant, and you put it on those areas. Now, let me give you a little bit of instruction. I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as any kind of medical advice, but make sure anytime you're using a new lotion, salve, any type of skin product, that you use a test spot and just put a little bit on it and see what your reaction is. You don't want to go slathering on something that you've never used before and end up having an allergic reaction to it. So these are, I could eat this stuff. It wouldn't taste good, but you know, it is purely natural ingredients with the beeswax, the cayenne, and the coconut oil. It's all edible. I could eat this. I wouldn't want to, but I could eat it. However, some people may have an allergic reaction to even something as simple as this. So make sure you always use a test spot and make sure you don't have any allergic reactions. Now, the nice thing about using these is I don't have to touch it with my hands. If I use this and I want to get it, I have to get in there and then I've got it on my hands. And if you fail to wash your hands and get all of that off good, and then you rub your eyes or you touch anywhere else that's sensitive, it's going to tell you later on. So this, I can just, use this, never have to touch it, don't have to get it on my hands, put it on wherever's sore, and I don't have to touch it. And these are, I don't remember what I paid for them off of Amazon. Not advertising for Amazon, that's just where I got it. But they weren't very expensive, and you get a whole box of them. So this is really good for salves that you don't want to be all into. But let me tell you, this smells so good. If you use some other type of oil, grapeseed or whatever, and you want it to smell good, if you want to use some type of, I don't know, peppermint extract or something like that to make it smell better, you absolutely can. Using this coconut oil, though, the only thing you smell is the light, fresh coconut fragrance. But it does smell so good. But 14 of these. Now, let me show you another trick. These look like what? They look like deodorant. And so the first thing my other half said was, make sure you don't put this near my deodorant. Well, to go one even better, use a marker and just mark on there what it is. And probably the wise thing, I'm not going to do it while I'm talking to you, but probably the wise thing is on both sides. Now, if it's just a plain, just a plain container, you would think somebody'd go, that's probably not deodorant. Don't assume what somebody's going to do when they're half asleep. So make sure you come in there, you label each one of them and put them not next to deodorant or anything else. And you're going to use this pretty much like you would any of your store-bought, I will just use the brand because that's the only thing that's coming to my mind right now, Icy Hot, that sort of thing. This is very light. I know I put it on my husband's back when I first got it made, just to test, because he has a lot of back pain, and I put it on his back, and he said, well, it's not burning. I said, well, that's good because I don't want it to burn. but it's just a light warming sensation, which is really what we want. I don't want anything that's feels like you're on fire. I don't want that. If you want yours a little stronger, you could add more cayenne. I didn't want mine, like I said, burning us out, so I made ours, well, you saw, I made it a lighter concentrate. Another trick is to just let it steep longer. Heat it up. You could heat it and cool it several times and steep it and get it more and more powerful, more strength to it, and then put the beeswax in it to make it a salve. But it's up to you how strong or light that you want it. But let me know if you try it, if you use this already. Let me know what you think. And as always, I hope that y'all come back again and see us real soon. I love y'all. Talk to you later. Mountain Patriot Homestead, signing out.